Hi, my name is Eddie, and this is a reading for Cancer from the new moon until the full moon. So from the 20th of April until the 5th of May. So you're going to shuffle your cards. And don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links in the description for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, to my crystal shop. So let's just lay down your 10 cards on the table. So the first card is in the here and now, the present situation, what's going on around you at this time. And your card is the World card, okay? This is an extremely positive card, okay? It's also a major card as well, so it's very much about some major changes which are taking place, okay? And some resolutions around some big issues you've been going through. It's also number 21 as well, which is like key to the door, and it's like you find a way forward around a situation. So it's very much about breaking free from this vicious cycle which has been holding you back. I mean, the overall feeling is taking victory from the jaws of defeat here, okay? There's also something here about more opportunity on the way, and also something here around travel as well. Card crossing is the Sun card in the reversed position. Interesting, the first two cards are both major cards. So again, it's confirmation of this major issue and also big changes taking place around you. The only block here really is that, I mean, the World card in itself is extremely positive, okay? But it's like you've got the sun, but there's a few clouds in front. So it's just a few bits and pieces that need to be resolved, okay? And then the World card kind of sort of comes into play here, okay? So it's very much about breaking free from this vicious cycle into something much more healthy, because it's like this snow globe, you know, it's been shaken up and all the snow's all over the place, but it's going to settle and reveal that beautiful scene which was always there, which is shown by the World card. I mean, if you look at the card, it's got this big victory wreath on it, okay? So it's victory around this situation for you. It's been holding you back for far too long. Yeah, I mean, the card in the past coming to the present is the Four of Swords in the reverse position. So quite clearly, you know, it shows a lot of healing has taken place. It's also a strong sense that it's been one challenge after another. You know, it's really doing your head in. A bit like being at the fairground playing that game with the frogs. You know, you hit one down, one pops up, you hit that down and one pops up, and so it goes on. Okay, but if you look at the card, you know, it's reversed. It's got those three swords which were pointing down into a body, but the body is now above the sword. So it's like this healing is taking place. There's some kind of release, or there's some kind of relief coming up. There's also a stained glass window here, you know, which connects to like the spiritual plane, the angels, those who have passed. It's like you've been asking for help, and you're going to get signs, okay? They're going to give you signs to help nudge you in the right direction. And it could be things like, for example, you may see a flat tire somewhere, which means slow down, or perhaps a burst pipe. It might mean that you need to be more efficient around a situation. So it's like in a code, it's like symbolism. So you kind of sort of work it out when you see it, okay? But it is there to guide you in the right direction. The card looking forward is the Strength card, okay? I sense you growing in strength here, you know, around this kind of sort of situation. It's like you break free, and you're being told that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, okay? And you can choose, you can swim or you can sink, and you're going to swim. Yeah, strong sense of you gaining in strength here in the coming weeks and also months as well. Also, the number 8 here, it's very karmic, okay? So there's been a lot of pushing and pulling and blowing hot and cold around you. There's been this kind of sort of vicious cycle, but with the World card, it shows you breaking free from this vicious cycle and into something much more healthy, okay? A much better cycle ahead for you. So your gold card here is shown by the King of Pentacles in the reverse position. I do sense there's been this negative situation, or this toxic person or people like around you. You know, you're wanting to move away from this, okay? Quite clearly the cards do show you have been stuck in this vicious cycle, but also they show you are going to break free, okay? There could well be some troubles around money, work or business situation which you're wanting to resolve. subconsciously, I've got the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So it's quite similar really to the Four of Swords reversed, with the swords being able to drop out. And here, if you look at the Ten of Swords, again, these swords can just drop out. So it's like this healing process which you're kind of sort of going through. These clouds which are blocking the sun, you're kind of sort of clearing these clouds. So one sword at a time, or one cloud at a time. And then you'll start to see a bit of light, and that will give you more confidence, more belief. And then you take away a few more swords and you see even more light, or more clouds go away, And so it goes on, and you're just going to just grow in confidence as you work in yourself. So on the outside, the advice here is shown by the Two of Swords. This card is interesting. You've got the moon here, you've got the water, which is the emotions, you've got the sword, and the sword, which is the mind. So there is some kind of sort of conflict at the moment. It's like you're being pulled one way and then the other, and it could well be that your heart feels one thing and your mind is wanting something else. So the advice is to try and find some kind of sort of middle ground, so that the heart and the mind work together. When the heart and the mind work together, then you just drive yourself forward, Because at the moment, it's a bit like a car, and you've got your foot on the accelerator, hand on the handbrake, and you just go around in circles, but gently on the accelerator, then gently off the handbrake, and then you just kind of sort of move forward. So I think the advice here is to rule with your mind, but to be in touch with your emotions. So take on board what your heart has to say, But whereas in the past you would have drowned in your emotions, and maybe people would have pulled on your heartstrings, it's about using the mind, using the mentality, but listening to your heart. So on the outside at the moment, it's the Three of Wands, in the reverse position. So there's a strong sense that you feel like an animal tethered to a rope, going over the same old ground day after day, week after week, or even month after month. But you're at the end of your tether. There's no grass left on the ground, It's like you've been forced into change, but not like in a physical sense, but more in the sense of you realise there's nothing to go back to. You've got to let go, you've got to move forward, and it does show you are. There's some kind of snap here as well. It's like things come to a head. So your hopes and your fears are shown by the Magician card in the reversed position. There is a lot of negativity around you, It could well be that something was revealed recently that caused you a lot of distress, and you're just worried it's going to carry on like that, But quite clearly from the reading, it shows that you are going to grow in strength here, And also with the World card coming out, it does show this opportunity. It also talks about travel as well. And more than anything, it's about taking victory from the jaws of defeat here. So something you feel is impossible is actually going to become a reality for you. Yeah, and the final card here is the Seven of Pentacles. Very positive card. So quite clearly shows you stepping back from a situation, and then in stepping back you allow what's yours to come in. In practice, it's a win-win situation, because when you let go, what's yours always comes in. Don't forget to subscribe, to like, to share, to comment. There's also links for free daily readings, personal readings, to buy me a coffee, and to my crystal shop. Thank you.